My name is Janice Aldridge. Welcome to Ponderosa Pond. We're out in East Tennessee, and we're glad you're coming along for our little adventure. We hope you have as much fun as we do. Alright, so we're doing just a weekly update here on our garden. This is our lettuce. It's about an inch high. Most of them, they just have 2 leaves so far, but most of them about an inch up above the ground. Planted them a week ago, so they were sprouting, just popping up out of the ground at 2 days. So it's been about 5 days that they're growing. We'll see how they continue to do. The onions, one died, but we have these others that seem to be doing okay. The thing that I've really studied with onions, and so I'm probably not watering them enough, is that these onions really need to have a very moist soil. And honestly, I don't even get out here and water them every day, and I should probably be watering them at least once a day, if not twice, just get them a lot watered down. So anyway, what I'm trying to do is grow onion bulbs from onion bulbs, and I think what I'm going to end up getting from what I've studied and what I've been watching is that I should get sets that I can then cut the greens off and just plant the sets out a few inches apart in the spring, and should get onion bulbs. So that's what I'm going for. We will see. I've been doing a lot of research on how to grow good like softball size onion bulbs in the garden, so we'll see. I might get them this year. We'll see how that works out. Alrighty, now celery. So I still have a couple that have grown out, and they are getting taller, still pretty thin. I probably, from what I've researched, probably should cut all the greenery off, and then put it into the water. So I probably did this a little wrong, but I do have 2 new shoots that seem to be doing okay. Now this is not a city tap water with chlorine in it. This is our well water with minerals in it. So that might make a difference if you're trying to grow celery in a cup of water like we are. And it drinks a lot of water. I had twice as much as that in there yesterday. I filled it up, and so half of it's gone already. It's really been drinking a lot of water. Now the Swiss chard, that is the one that is like a month older than the rest of them, and it is finally starting to put on some larger leaves. As you can see, they're kind of crinkly. They're starting to look like the Swiss chard leaves. A different kind of leaf, bigger, broader, so that's good. That's good. This Swiss chard here is over 2 months old now. Yeah, about 2.5 months old, and but this is a wintertime garden. The days are a lot less. I've got the grow light, but they're still just, that's about how it's doing. When it was about, I think it was 6 weeks old, then I planted these. So these are about a month old. And we have, looks like 3 that have survived. They're doing pretty good. And they are also starting to put out the crinkly leaves, slightly larger, growing a good bit more. So that's good. That's very encouraging. We may get some Swiss chard for our salads. They're not super big yet, but just to kind of give you an idea. Here's my finger, so they're still very small, very small. But they're starting to grow. Alrighty, now the beets. I just planted a few beets. I haven't given up on growing beets inside, but this is like our 3rd time to plant them. They are doing much better. Like this one has 2 shoots coming out, and it has 4 leaves now, and so does this one over here. That's just one seed. So, oh, this one does too. over here. So these are just single seeds, but they are putting out other shoots. And even this little one that's not doing super great, but it seems to be putting out another one too. So hey, we may be able to grow beets eventually. Anyway, from what I've been researching, when you do a garden inside like this, you gotta add like 50% more time to the growth or 100% more time to the growth. So like lettuce, if you were thinking you would get lettuce in about 30 days, you're looking at 45 to 60 days just to start getting lettuce. And so things like beets, you know, if you were looking at 60 days, you're looking at 90 to 120 days. So as long as they're growing and they don't die, we're just going to leave them in here and see what happens. Now the radishes. Radishes, you should have radish bulbs at like 21 days, 3 weeks to 30 days. So 3 to 4.5 weeks, you should have some radishes. That has not happened on any of our batches yet. So we really need to give it like 2 months. Now the last time we did give it 2 months, and they were pretty good just as greens in the salad. They taste like radishes, the radish greens. They tasted like radishes and they weren't bad at all. So not as fiery as your homegrown radishes definitely can become. But they were good. They had a good flavor, but without like all the heat to them. So we are still working on the radishes, and we'll see if we can get radishes. They are doing better this time than they have before. The leaves are much broader, bigger leaves, and so we're hopeful for some radishes. So that's where we're at this week on our little home garden, and we will see about getting an update next week and see how it's going. Hope you all are having a wonderful day, and leave some comments in the bottom if you have an idea or suggestion or something that you have grown successfully just in a pot like we are just here in the window. Give us a suggestion. Leave some suggestions, some ideas, tips, anything that you've learned in the past that you could share with the rest of us. We would appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm Janice from Ponderosa Pond Homestead. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoy living out here in East Tennessee. We live in the Smoky Mountains, and it's a beautiful area. We do most of our videos from our homestead, but we do occasionally just in the surrounding areas also. So if you would like to see more of these videos, then subscribe to our channel and ring that little notification bell. That way YouTube will let you know every time we upload a new video. We hope you enjoy them as much as we do. You all have a wonderful day.